Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nona Bpme matric number 277263. So I will present introduction and question 1. For the introduction, Gloria Jeans Coffee is one of the most well-known coffee brands on the market today. Gloria Jeans Coffee serve and offer a variety of specialties teas, blended and estate world beans coders, cool drinks and espresso coffee beverages. The primary focus of Gloria Jeans Coffee is to offer specialty coffee of the finest quality. Other than that, GGC branch organization has extended over the world by consistently growing its customer. With more than 1,000 coffee shops in 39 countries, the Gloria Jeans Coffee family has expanded its offerings.
Gloria Jeans Coffee was formed in 1979 and it has 316 locations throughout the world. In 1996, Malaysia Franchise Association was signed with Tai Tong Group of Restaurants covering in Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore and Brunei. By late 1998, Berjaya Starbucks Coffee Company is jointly owned by Starbucks Coffee International and Berjaya Group opened its first outlet in KL Plaza Mall. While at the end of the 2005, TTG had only 3 Gloria Jeans locations. Saleh had to consider renewing the master franchise deal with Tai Tong Group twice, but Saleh was quite convinced the option was obvious. In 2015, at the Mid-Sem, Shahrul Azlan, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Pride Franchise, was spurred using in franchise exposition in Singapore. In 2009, Perbadanan Nasional Berhad was a government organization was in charge of developing the local franchise business in accordance with the 9 Malaysia plans. It worked hard to achieve its aim of opening 30 locations within the following several years. And lastly, it aims to open more than 30 stores in Malaysia.
Question 1 is, why do you think JGC entered an agreement with TTG? What were the motivation and driving force behind it? The reason JGC entered an agreement with TTG because TTG is a large F&B company in Malaysia. TTG has a potential to considerably raise consumer awareness of JGC. TTG was the owner of numerous chain restaurants, mainly Chinese, in Malaysia and overseas. In 1999, prior of Nabi Saleh taking over of JGC, the Malaysian Master Franchise Agreement was signed with the Tai Tong Group of Restaurants and Berhad with a 10 years history and operation across Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore and Brunei. This demonstrates that TTG was an important established player in the food and beverage sector, and also the size of TTG client base may have encouraged GGC to sign a contract with the company. Next, TTG was selecting the most metropolitan area in Malaysia aside from Penang, Johor Bahru to operate the JGC. TTG has established most of its JGC outlets in the Klang Valley area. Therefore, if the TTG chooses the most urban region to conduct business, that could be advantageous. A metropolitan area has a larger workforce than a small city or village. This can greatly aid the company organization effort to expand and increase its operational capabilities. Businesses that target a specific consumer group will do bigger in a major city when there is a higher population of the segment due to the diverse consumer base. So this may have been inspiration and driving force for JGC initial investigation for a franchise in Malaysia. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Noifa binti Abu Hassan, matric number 278621. I will present question number 2, which is benefit for Gloria Jeans Coffee to enter into an agreement with my franchise. First of all, the benefit for Gloria Jeans Coffee when entering the agreement between my franchise is a wholly owned subsidiary company of Perbadanan Nasional Berhad (PNS). PNS play the main role of the sole government agency which is responsible for developing and spearheading the growth of the local franchise. Hence, the PNS will support and guide the franchise business to start their business by providing a good quality service and product to their customer. My franchise also has a good and very experienced management team. Second, PNS will provide a special offer in terms of loans with low interest rate as well as guidance and training. PNS is not only concerned with the productions of quality product and service, they also want to help the business which is Gloria Jeans Coffee to obtain loan assistance to start its business as franchisor. Through this opportunity, the company can ease the burden of their business. It's also to ensure all potential franchisee and franchisor are fully ready and prepared to face any possibility it will be happen in future. Last but not least, the business is led by the PNS. The company must identify the planning of skill and other resources that are related to the opening franchise. This is because my franchise has a responsibility to give the employee and owner proper training every single time. They also need to recruit experienced staff from the local business to provide guidance and support to new hire staff so that they will be more skilled. It will take a long time for the new hire staff to adapt themselves to the new place, but this is the best way for the company to easily grow and generate profit sales. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum to Doctor. My name is Nur Aimanti Abdul Halim. My metric number is 281332. Today I will present about the Gloria Jeans Coffee case study, question number 3, which is what can be done to secure the location before any direct competitors do. As we all know, location play a big role in running a business. It is because the current location is able to attract a customer base and generate enough profits. In order to secure locations before any competitors do, the company must choose a location where it can create job opportunities. When setting up a business, a company is a job creator. Thus, when choosing a location that can create employment opportunities, it means that we are ahead of our competitors in location selection. Why I said that? It is because many large or established businesses do not keep a close eye on employment creation because they more focus on business connection and networking. Thus, the business owner that is able to create a job opportunities will benefit to secure the business location, because there are contributors to economic growth and provide a sources of growth for communities. Second, to secure the location, the business owner needs to find the right location. The right location needs to emphasize aspects such as accessibility and visibility. The location selection should be close enough to the consumer to notice it and reach it easily. Business owners need to consider the location where the location can be seen from any street, sidewalk and public. Moreover, the business area that is accessible by public transport can be said to have a good accessibility for the consumer. Admittedly, that the more accessible the area is, the more engaging it will be to the customer. Thus, if the company consider all of these elements, it can secure the location before any competitors do. Lastly, if the business owner is willing and able to pay higher rent for their premise, then they will be able to secure the location before the competitors do. It is because rent and hidden costs like renovation or any device installation are included in the financial commitments and a major portion of business facility expenses, and this factor will affect the decision of choosing a business premise. Therefore, if the owner can afford to pay more and is able to pay a higher rental, they have a high chance of getting the business location.
Hi, my name is Nazifa Ainam Roslan and my metric number is 281080. Now I will answer the question 4, which is why did the entry mode of Gloria Jeans Coffee differ from Starbucks? But first I would like to explain what does entry mode means. Entry mode refers to a structural agreement that enables a firm to implement its product market strategy in host country by doing production only, production and marketing, or combine both operations either independently or in collaboration with others. In my opinion, the entry mode of Gloria Jeans Coffee is different from Starbucks because Gloria Jeans Coffee is using a franchising system, while Starbucks is licensing. It demonstrates that both have employed various entry modes. An individual or group of people can run a business, selling a product or delivering a service using the owner business system by applying a franchise from the owner of a business system, while licensing that the Starbucks use is a procedure wherein one company temporarily grants another company to access its property ownership, such as their brand name, trademark, manufacturing technique, and so on. In return, they will require a specific requirements and suitable payment. Additionally, the coffee franchise Starbucks Malaysia was founded in 1998 with more than 200 locations across Malaysia. It is the largest coffee chain in the country and they have a lot of competitors. In order to build retail shop in Malaysia, Starbucks Coffee International has announced that it has signed a license arrangement with Berjaya Coffee & Co., a fully owned subsidiary of Berjaya Group Berhad. The deal grants Berjaya the sole authority to build and run Starbucks retail location in Malaysia. Furthermore, franchising is not permitted at Starbucks. By year's end, the first Starbucks store is anticipated to open. Starbucks enter licensing agreement with Malaysian. In addition, my franchise strategy for bringing Gloria Jeans Coffee to new market is very different from that of its rival Starbucks, which does not franchise its location. Based on the case study, franchisees own and manage 4 of the 13 sites, with my franchise holding the other 11. To take over the corporate stores, my franchise is looking for motivated business people. By selecting a strategic location, as my franchise demonstrated, you can ensure that the business can actually run and lower the failure rate of franchising. Lastly, we can see that the entry mode of Gloria Jeans Coffee differs from Starbucks, despite the fact that both of them have a Gloria Jeans Coffee as a franchisee business, whereas Starbucks is a licensing business. Thank you.
My name is Nurul Syakinah binti Nayan, matric number 285313. For question 5, do you think the localization effort done by my franchise are enough to appeal to Malaysian? Compare and analyze across brands like KFC and McDonald's. According to the Globalization and Localization Associating GALA, localization is the process of conforming a product or content to a specific local or request. In my opinion, the localization effort done by my franchise are enough to appeal to Malaysians. There were few efforts by my franchise to appeal to Malaysian. GJC offer original delights and foods similar to nasi lemak bungkus, nasi biryani with chicken, and indeed murtabak at a slightly elevated price. The localization strategies applied Malaysia original foods to appeal to Malaysian. KFC and McDonald's had been considered the most favorite fast food restaurant in Malaysia. We could see an analogous localization strategies applied by GJC in KFC and McDonald's as well. Citing an illustration, there is a similarity between GJC and McDonald's. McDonald's always offer a new menu which is appealing to Malaysians, similar pie, cookies and cream, chocolate brownies McFlurry, strawberry cocoa brownie, which are all food or portable that combine with local Malaysian tastes applied to their business. As a client, I personally fall in love with this kind of business model where they are spending a lot of finance and time to do exploration and development, and also coming up with a new and innovative menu that is fit to Malaysian taste. Same to KFC. KFC enter Malaysian by selling its main product with chicken base and selling it with a reasonable price that could be afforded by everyone. Without a doubt, every Malaysian must know KFC since we are still a child and most of the Malaysians love KFC so much. There were multiple reasons why Malaysians love KFC so much. For instance, KFC have been certified halal for a very long time. As a food industry with chicken base, it caters to all the major Demography. KFC, hot and spicy, is one of the most successful fast food localized innovation in Malaysia. While there were some difference if compare GJC to KFC and McDonald's. GJC enter Malaysia with nice of selling premium coffee, and it might be expensive for someone, unlike KFC and McDonald's, who are mainly selling fast food such as burger for McDonald's, fried chicken for KFC, which the price was more affordable for everyone. Some of the GJC's coffee menu are even expensive than the set meals in KFC and McDonald's.